Welcome to the War on Wellness. I am your host, Penny McPherson, also known as Plant Based Penny, and today we're talking about weight loss tips for those over 35. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hello again. I'm Penny and I'm back, and I am back from the commercial break. I'm also back in the United States. I was gone for a period of time just for a wonderful, wonderful vacation, donation, a vacay mission trip, I guess you could call it. But I enjoyed it so much, but I missed you guys. I missed you intensely. And thank you for joining me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on all of my platforms. So thank you. Thank you. Say hello back to me, or whatever language you know. Hola is a language that I was saying for a long time. And I absolutely love the Latin language. So, but we're talking today. We are talking today because a couple of reasons. One, I have always been a fluffy kid. Okay. Always been a fluffy kid. And especially around the tempting times of the year, and that's like between September and March, because all the big eating holidays kind of just go boom, 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 right behind each other. And some of us can sometimes overindulge a little bit. So one strategy is to try to slim down a little bit before you even get to the holidays, okay? And you get to those overabundance of eating seasons that we have. So I want to say, okay, hello to all those who join us. Hello to Benita. Hello to Susan. Hello to Wilhelmina. Hello to Yeni. All of you, thank you for joining me today. And anyone else, you can put your name in the chat so I know who is watching and where. So today we're talking about the weight loss tips, and I'm going to give you 3 tips and a bonus. And these tips are going to help you, and especially helping those of us who are over 35 years of age, okay? That would be me. Well, actually, I'm almost twice that now, so I just celebrated my 60th birthday this year because, and the reason I'm kind of dividing a little bit, I say 35, is because losing weight after you're 35, after you're 40, after you're 50, it kind of hits a little bit different than it does before that. So it's really, really important to kind of make sure that you're using techniques that are going to be good for you. I remember when I was like 17, all I had to do was stop eating sweets for a week and I could lose weight. Does anybody else remember being able to lose weight? Put a yes in the chat if you were able to lose weight easier when you were younger, okay? Because it's really, 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 really important to know that there are changes that happen, biological changes, physiological changes that happen in our bodies. So if you are, if you're like in your late 40s, early 50s, then there are hormonal changes and metabolism changes that happen. Those functions in our body there is a change, and because of that, it may be a little bit more challenging to actually lose weight. However, it is entirely possible with the right approach. So here are three, and there's going to be a bonus, relatively easy ways that you can lose weight if you are over 35 years of age. Okay, number one, I'm going to make sure I don't have any questions in the chat before I go. Very good. So the first one is a balanced diet. It is a balanced diet. Okay. What do I mean by that? Let's see. Okay. I have one person saying, hey, and your name's not showing, so I don't see your name, but I see my sweetie is there. He says, losing weight's never been a problem when younger. Putting it on was. Yeah. And so that definitely works for some people. Okay. Hello, Penny. I see. Hello, Penny. I see everybody saying, hey, but you have to tell me your name, because in the beginning, when you sign on, you have to give StreamYard permission to let me see what your name is. But okay, so let's continue. A balanced diet is going to be number one. That's the first tip. Are you writing this down? First tip is a balanced diet. So first and foremost is going to be nourishing our body. And a balanced diet is going to be the foundation for the weight loss journey. That is the building block that we build from. So say hello to whole foods, and whole foods meaning foods like fruits, vegetables, proteins that come from vegetables and from grains and from legumes or beans and whole grains. That's going to help our diet be balanced. And don't forget, this is something that has helped me, is using a smaller container. So if you're using I think that those plates are like 10-inch plates that they have from whatever plate that you eat on. Just an average size plate is about 9 or 10 inches in size. So if you use a smaller container, if you use a bowl, then psychologically, you can fool yourself into thinking that you have more food. And therefore, when you finish that quantity, then you can, and this may be over time, you have to train yourself. Then you would think that you've gotten enough food because you've already eaten that one serving. And even if you go back and get a second serving of the food in the smaller container, then it is better than filling those big 10.5-inch plates and getting that twice. If you get in a smaller container and going back, then you would have consumed less food. So portion size does matter. And reducing processed food is going to make a huge difference. So it goes back to what I said earlier, eating whole foods so that we can feed the whole being in our body. Okay? All right. So let me ask this question. Oh, let's see. All right. Oh, very good. We have Brenda. Hey, Brenda. Good to see you guys. And let's see. And we have Doris Carr saying, do we really need to eat 3 veggies a day, or is that not about losing weight? You should eat. That's a very good question. So you should eat a variety of vegetables per day, because a lot of people may get stuck on just broccoli, and that is their favorite. But in order to get the variety of nutrients that all our different systems and organs need, then we need to eat a variety of vegetables. And it's helpful to eat a variety of colorful vegetables. And so even though I love cauliflower, I wouldn't want to try to live on cauliflower as my main staple, because that's not a colorful vegetable. And there are other vegetables like that too, but you want to eat the vibrant and colorful vegetables, definitely. And I have another comment here saying the palm size food is best. Yes. So for whatever the size of the person, their palm of the hand is going to be different. So for me, it will be a serving size. And if you notice on our plates, we normally don't have only this much of food. We normally have like a section of our plate of whatever that is. And one thing that I noticed while I was in Costa Rica is that they were more mindful, at least the families and individuals that I hung around with, they were more mindful of their serving sizes. They used the palm size. I don't know if they did it out of habit or if they did it on purpose or it's just something that was passed down, but they did not go back and they did not go back for seconds. You know, we in the United States, we're like, okay, is there any more left? When we're going back with the big container, we're going back twice to get that serving. So, okay, someone says their screen froze. So hopefully it's awake now because we're going to go on to number dos. Number two, the second tip that really helped me when I was in Costa Rica. And one, I didn't have a car. I also didn't have a bike. So I had to walk. I had to walk or take a taxi. So when I wasn't taking a taxi, I was walking. And if you're walking on the beach, the town was 2.6 kilometers, I believe, from where our house is, the Airbnb where we stayed. And so walking along the beach, walking through town, just walking around, walking when we're hiking, lots of outdoor activities. And that's really good. So we have to exercise in order to stay active and to stay vibrant. And it's very important for those who are over 35, especially us women, because we're built to carry a little bit more. Okay. And so we need to have a mix of cardio, like walking or swimming. Can anybody swim? Put an S in the chat if you can swim. I am challenged in that area. Another suggestion would be strength training. My husband just mentioned this to me today. Thank you, Paul. And how the importance of strength training. And so it helps to boost your metabolism. And so that helps to maintain the muscle as well. And so we want to have cardio, and we also want to have strength training in our exercise routine. And when we're doing cardio, we want to aim for 150 minutes of cardio each week. And so that may be 30 minutes a day or most days during the week. And you can break that up into 15-minute chunks. Just actually just do it. And I read this today. It was a Chinese proverb that said, "Don't worry about getting started. Worry about never starting." So it's important to start. And so when you do this, when you exercise, you're going to feel even more fabulous than ever. Absolutely. So very good. Paul has very large palms, so he can eat more food. One thing I noticed when we first got married is I try to eat as much as he ate. And yeah, men and this man can eat a lot, and he was built to take in more. That happens a lot of times. I don't know if that happens in your house, but we can't eat what someone else is eating because they're eating it. We really have to have that that discipline, that willpower. It is something that is built and that happens over time. It definitely does. Hi, Sharonda. Good to hear from you as well. Thank you for watching. Okay, the third point for tips for weight loss for those of us who are over 35 years of age. The third point is stress management. Let me tell you, I was horrible at managing my stress. Well, I mean, it's too long of a story to tell, but I never managed my stress. I am learning now in my more seasoned years that it is vitally important, and it actually affects your ability to lose weight. Managing your stress is so important. So it's important to balance the balance in our mind and our body is going to be crucial, and it's a key component to this weight loss journey that we're on. So if we want to try meditation, prayer, mindfulness, staying centered, all of that, believe it or not, it combats emotional eating. Emotional eating. Put an E in the chat if you know what emotional eating is. I have eaten when I'm bored. I have eaten when I'm sad. I've eaten when I'm happy. I've eaten when I'm mad. I've eaten when I'm tired. And so all the emotions that we feel, a lot of times we need to address the stressor that's in our life. And that once we address that, we don't address it with food. So we don't get the tub of ice cream or the whole pizza or the breadsticks, whatever it is, the candy that we're constantly snacking on because maybe we're dealing with stress. And so it's a key component to realize that stress management is going to affect your ability to lose weight. So find out whatever works for you and use that. And so for me, deep breathing exercises is one of the things that I use. And if you have a secret for your stress relief, do put that in the chat too. I'd love to learn from you also. Okay, so those were 3. Now here is the bonus. The bonus tip to losing weight over 35 is sleep. Yes, sleep and weight loss. It is definitely connected. So when somebody says, get your beauty sleep, or at least that was a saying, make sure you get your beauty sleep, it really does make a difference because the quality of your sleep is going to be your secret weapon in weight loss, the quality of your sleep. And so you want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep each night. And so when I was in Costa Rica, I got the best sleep, the absolute best sleep. The temperature was nice. We were staying on the beach, but we had AC. And so at nighttime, the temperature was just so nice and comfortable. It wasn't too humid. And I had exercised during the day. So I had worked my muscles and I got my blood flowing, so my body wanted to calm down. So if you find that you have a challenge in getting sleep, go back to number 3 and manage your stress. Go back to number 2 and get some exercise during the day. Because poor sleep is going to disrupt your hormones. Poor sleep is not good for you. It's going to disrupt your hormones. And so you ask the question, why does it matter? Why does it disrupt my hormones? The hormones that are reset at night when you sleep, those control your hunger and your metabolism. So if you don't get enough sleep, then you don't have control over your hunger. If you don't get enough sleep, then you don't have control, or your body doesn't have the metabolism that it needs to burn the fat. Okay. So we need to prioritize our beauty rest for a healthier and a happier you. All right. I'm going to check again to see if we have any other comments. Yes, somebody, very good. Somebody, I see you, Sharonda. Somebody eats the whole pizza. Okay, very good. So, those were the 3s. Let me just recap really quickly for you to make sure that we have these. So, as I recall them, they were diet. Your diet matters, eating a whole food diet, and exercise. Exercise is going to be paramount to get our body working, getting the hormones, getting the metabolism keyed up so that it can burn the fat. Stress management, believe it or not, stress will make it difficult. Your body is in stress, so it's going to hold on to everything it can, including the fat. And also the beauty sleep. Making sure that we get the beauty sleep was the bonus. And so you are well, you have got this. And I want to encourage you to join our community, the Plant-Based Penny Life community on Facebook. So make sure that you join that. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Plant-Based Penny, And if you're on Instagram, make sure that you are following on Instagram. So let's support each other, okay? In this inspiring journey. I'm on the journey too. I am not already there. I'm on the journey, always striving to do better. So it's never, ever too late to look, live, and feel well. So stay well. We're going to rock this journey together, family. And remember that it is important to consult a healthcare professional if you have, especially if you have underlying health conditions. And also remember, patience is the key. Be patient with yourself when it comes to weight loss. So set realistic goals, don't run to the scale every day, and focus on long-term sustainable lifestyle changes. Long-term sustainable, and make sure that you understand that your health is your wealth. And I'm Penny, also known as Plant-Based Penny. After 34 years of working in corporate America, I was led to move abroad to Costa Rica, where in 2 years of traveling abroad in Latin America, I have returned to the United States with all the secrets and the strategies that can help me help you. So I am Penny, and I can help you move from problems to progress with plant-based solutions. Thank you so much for joining, and here is my outro.